Then you are done with pattern overlay, just like the gradient and color. Then we have outer glow. This is one of the most interesting one also. You can increase, let me make this glow black so that it will be easier to spot. Now, the outer glow works like the inner glow also, only that it works on the outside. So you can increase the spread of the outer glow, and you can also increase the size of the outer glow. So I change the color to normal because screen is not seen. Screen will blend in with the screen, so I can't have anything because it's white. So I'm going to change the blending mode to normal, and I change the opacity to dark so that we can see it, or maybe leave it halfway. Leave it halfway so that we can see it. Then we can increase the spread. What is the spread? The spread is how the thickness of the glow. Then the size is how big or how small the glow appear. So we can make it a glow, kind of make it like blur, like mirage, and we have it like this. We can increase the opacity, we can increase the spread, increase the size, reduce the opacity, do that, and also go ahead as much as change the color of the outer glow. We can also make it a gradient if we want. We can make it a gradient by clicking this, it changes to a gradient. By clicking this, it changes to a fill color. So when we're done with that, we go to the drop shadow also. The drop shadow is another feature of the blending mode that helps you to add a shadow to your work. Okay, so the drop shadow, having a drop shadow like this, you can check the distance of the shadow from the right up. You can increase, I want to increase this, let me make it normal, black. I increase the opacity to completely black so we can see what we are doing now. So I change the shadow position away, so I can bring the shadow position. You want to take it up, you want to take it down, you should be sure where you want to take the shadow to. So the size also, you can increase the size of the shadow, you can increase the spread of the shadow. So I can increase the spread, reduce the size, and adjust the distance. Let me put it, sorry, go back to the drop shadow, and I can see the distance. Okay, right, we have the spread, we have the size, and that is it. So I can apply to make it look like a 3D without actually adding anything. I can come and say, let me add a stroke to it. The stroke, make this stroke a white stroke. No, white is too much. Okay, white is still, I can reduce the stroke and not make it center. Let me make it outside. Okay, now we have this white like this. I can come and say, let me add an outer glow. Let me add an outer glow so it gives it this glowy background like that. And this drop shadow, I feel like I still have to pull it a little bit far. Okay, so now we can have it looking like 3D. We can have it looking like 3D. Now, distance is too much. We can have it looking like 3D of welcome. Although the 3D is not too strong, we can go ahead and add our bevel to it. Outer bevel, Let me reduce the depth. No, okay, I think I should increase the depth. I think I should increase or reduce the size. Let me increase the size a bit. Increase the size a bit. Increase the depth. And we kind of have a 3D image or 3D typography. So that is coming to an end with typography and blending modes for typography. Each of these blending modes can also be applied to different layers, but we have to be careful to know the right blending mode to add to the right layer so as not to over or under design our work. So that is that for that. I can also show you how to copy and add a design to another layer. We have this welcome layer selected. If I come to the layer and right click on the layer, I can see where we have and scroll down. I can see where we have copy layer style or clear layer style. If I click on clear layer style, it clears everything I have done, but I undo it and right click and also come to copy layer style. I copy the layer style. I can come to any of these typography, any of the layers, click on this layer, right click and click on paste layer style. I will see that layer style gets applied to the layer that is selected, and I think it looks beautiful on this typography. I think it looks beautiful. Yes, I think it looks beautiful. Let me make it a faint color. So that is how I have that for that, and click on OK, and that is all that can be done with the blending modes and the typography. See you in the next tutorial.